This is the oldest McDonald's in the world, and this is the only blue McDonald's in the world. This is a McDonald's built inside a literal mansion, and this is the largest McDonald's in the world. There are dozens of cool McDonald's locations out there, and I want to go and check them out. Now, you're probably wondering, why would you want to travel across the country just to go and visit McDonald's? Let me explain. This is a picture of 6-year-old me celebrating my birthday party at McDonald's. When I was young, McDonald's was probably the best place that you could go. It was more than just a fast food restaurant. McDonald's was the only place where you could go for lunch and play around in the dining room at the same time. I mean, come on, do you know how awesome these things were? But the McDonald's you know of today is far different. It changed, and it just isn't the same anymore. You see, in an attempt to stick with the times, McDonald's lost most of that fun nostalgia that they were known for. Most of the restaurants renovated from these fun and colorful places to these new and updated, gray, modern, and soulless shops. And after the pandemic, well, a lot of them decided to remove their indoor playgrounds altogether. Now, these changes aren't necessarily all bad. I mean, I personally love having the ability to use the touch screens to order food myself. But it still feels like they're missing that special something. Now, not all hope is lost. I've found some lists online of a few special McDonald's locations across America, each of which are unique and crazy in their own way. And I'm on a mission to go and visit them to see if I can relive some of that magic that McDonald's used to have and find the best McDonald's in the world. Now, obviously there are dozens of McDonald's locations out there, each of which are just cool and awesome, but I'm gonna go to the top 4 that I think would be really cool and hopefully have that magic that I'm looking for.
Introducing the world's newest, silliest, and hamburger-eatingest clown, Ronald McDonald. Now, where is that clown? Oh, Ronald! Hey, Ronald!
Here I am, kids. Hey, isn't watching TV fun? Especially when you got delicious McDonald's hamburgers.
Back in the 1940s, the first ever location of what would become modern-day McDonald's opened for business. This location would be the foundation for the franchise that soon expanded all over the country. Unfortunately, however, this original location closed back in 1972. However, we're going to go and visit the oldest McDonald's that's still in existence. And so, after hopping on a quick plane ride down to Southern California, and after a little bit of a drive, I had made it. Behind me here is the oldest McDonald's in the world, located in Downey, California, and I'm gonna go check it out. Now, this location definitely gives me those old and retro vibes that I was looking for. See, McDonald's is often referred to as the Golden Arches, and this name comes from these giant yellow arches that you see on the sides of the restaurant, and it's also where their original logo comes from. There was a lot of McDonald's history in this one little restaurant, which included the original style restaurant. It has an outdoor seating area, and even a free little museum right next door full of things from McDonald's past. After spending more time than I'd like to admit walking about the McDonald's museum, seeing some slightly terrifying things, I went ahead and got some actual food from the oldest remaining McDonald's to see if maybe it tasted any different from a modern day one.
Could I do a 10-piece chicken nugget meal?
Now, although this wasn't the first McDonald's to ever open, it was in fact the third and has remained open since 1953.
This is what we came here to do.
Spoiler alert, 1950s chicken nuggets taste the same as modern day ones. Alright, well, I think that place was pretty cool, but I think it's time that we head over to the next one. Now, when you think McDonald's, you probably imagine the big red sign with the yellow arches. The colors together are synonymous with the McDonald's brand. But what if I told you there was a blue McDonald's? Well, our next stop is a McDonald's that is the complete opposite of your typical restaurant. So we drove out east to Sedona, Arizona, which, by the way, is a beautiful city. I mean, check out the scenery. You see, Sedona is home to the only blue McDonald's in the world. Every McDonald's is required to adhere to strict red and yellow branding standards, but this location gets an exception. The city officials in Sedona recognize their town's surrounding beauty, and they want to make sure the town doesn't look bad and take away from the scenery. Therefore, this particular McDonald's was allowed a one-time exception to go blue. Essentially, the city made the McDonald's blue for aesthetics. Now, when I was looking for locations to stop at, this McDonald's was really popular online. Because, I mean, how often do you come across a blue McDonald's? Well, only once. And I've seen pictures online that supposedly the food is blue too. I don't know.
All I do know is this place seems really cool, and I'm gonna have to go check it out for myself.
A few moments later.
I've made it, and behind me here is currently the only blue McDonald's in the entire world. So we're gonna go and check it out, see if they have anything interesting. To my surprise, the inside of the store was quite normal. There was nothing blue at all inside, but I was still determined to find something blue.
I keep seeing like some blue drink. Blue raspberry Fanta. They're all the same price. My heart has been shattered.
Excuse me, what the actual
Even though the logos were still red, I got my blue drink.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
In terms of size, this place was nothing special. In fact, I'd say it was quite smaller than a lot of other locations. But, I mean, just look how beautiful this place is. And let me tell you guys, this place was super busy. Crowds of people taking pictures with the Blue M. And I'm not kidding when I say there was actual city tour buses stopping at this McDonald's. Absolutely crazy. As I ate my lunch and had my blue drink, I sat and took in the scenery, and I came to a realization. I have a confession to make. This place kind of sucks. The blue drink was okay, but there's nothing really special about this McDonald's that, brings back happy memories. And they were also out of toys, so they lose points for that. But I think it's time we move on to the next McDonald's to see what else is in store. After a long flight, I arrived very late in New York City and ready to see some more McDonald's. We're back in New York. I am freezing. Let's go inside. The next morning, we got up bright and early to check out another McDonald's. We quickly stopped at this one right in the financial district, which was kind of cool and had a DJ booth for some strange reason. But that wasn't the McDonald's we actually came for, so we drove for a few hours out to go and see the McMansion. That's right, the next McDonald's we're visiting is inside an old mansion. This building is by far the oldest one that we're going to visit, which was built almost 150 years before McDonald's even existed. Originally, it was the home of a guy named Joseph Denton, but after World War I, it had been converted into a few different restaurants, and at one point even served as a funeral home. Imagine having your funeral in a McDonald's. In 1985, they had plans of demolishing this building and turning it into another boring McDonald's location. However, once again, the city decided no, forcing McDonald's to keep the mansion and instead renovate it into the fast food restaurant that it is today. In New Hyde Park, New York, which is less like a McDonald's and more like a mansion. So why don't we go and check this place out? I have to admit, I feel a little bit too underdressed to just be in this McDonald's. This place was super fancy. I mean, without the McDonald's sign, you wouldn't even know that it's a restaurant. Just look at the details on this building. Inside, you're greeted with a grand staircase and dining room, and in what I can only guess used to be the living room was the front counter. So, like every other one, I went ahead and got myself some food.
Oreo McFlurry.
I feel slightly uncomfortable. It's very quiet in here. The food's good though. I didn't film much in this McDonald's because I actually felt a little uncomfortable. It was just very quiet in there, and to be honest, I think it was just too fancy for the McDonald's vibe. Although definitely a neat place worth checking out, it wasn't that much fun. Now, you know I had to save the best McDonald's for last. And for this final location, we're flying all the way down to Florida to go and see the world's largest McDonald's. This building is apparently 3 stories tall and has a full arcade with playground, and it even has some menu items that you can't get anywhere else in the world. So, I think it's time that we go and see what I already know is going to be the best McDonald's in the world. Oh my God. Behind me is the largest McDonald's in the world. This building is 3 stories tall and also serves a variety of specialty food items, including pizza and pasta. So I'm gonna go in and try them. We'll see how they are. The first thing you notice as you walk in is this enormous lobby on the first floor. And there's a lot going on down here. You can get souvenir McDonald's coins or medallions, and there's even a giant fish tank, which unfortunately happened to be broken while we were there, but here's a picture of it. I then went and ordered an insane amount of food. Just look at how many toppings you can get on your pizza. And they're even cooked in a wood-fired oven. Like, look how cool that is. I have ordered so much food. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat all of this. Thank you. Awesome. Maybe if you want to sit it on the other table. Thank you. Look at this pizza. And over here, had to put it on a second table. This is my first bite of a Mc pepperoni pizza. This should be good. That's actually really good. For a McDonald's pizza, that's pretty good. I don't know how I'm gonna eat this whole pizza. Do you want a slice of pizza?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm gonna cut that out. The pasta's next. I just couldn't fit it all on the same table. Next up, pasta. We got our knife and fork. Looks like this even came with a little piece of garlic bread. Look at how fancy this is. This is from McDonald's. Gotta get it on the fork. Look at that. Some spaghetti you get at like a fancy restaurant. This is McDonald's. Oh my god. That is even better than the pizza. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. After I finished most of my food, I played a few games in the arcade. Some of which I did pretty good at, and others, not so much. But before I called it the night, I really wanted to go down the giant yellow slide. I don't know if I should go down the slide. Like, is that weird? We're going into the play area. I feel so out of place. I think this officially might be the best McDonald's ever. I'm gonna go down the slide. Okay, we made it. Going down the slide.
working? Okay, here we go.
Reflecting back on my journey, I saw some awesome places. And although some were definitely better than others, I can say with confidence that staying unique and different is always more fun and exciting than being the exact same as the other ones. Thanks everybody, I hope you enjoyed this one. I got a bunch more stuff in the works, so consider sticking around. I'll see ya.